Hello YouTube, welcome to a new week. Welcome back to Driving Up Stocks. I appreciate you joining me here. If you take nothing else from this video, pay very close attention to probably the next 40 seconds. After that, if you got to cut out, completely understand, cut out, but pay attention to this first part. Definitely, if you like it, if you stick around for the whole video, you like the whole video, make sure you drop the old Macho Man elbow drop on that like button, and then tag in your tag team partner there to that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure you stick with us if you are not already. All right, now getting into the really important part that I need your attention on. Today, the stock market, it opened, it kind of dropped. I was up pre-market, and then immediately after the market opened, I had a dip. But pretty quickly after that, things took a turn. Things are going way up. We are having a big spike. People are getting excited. A lot of people think this is the end. A lot of this is triggered by a lot of businesses are reopening. Or announcements are being made that they're putting plans together to reopen, either if not this week, potentially in the next week or the following weeks here. So people are getting really excited. Obviously businesses reopening, they're going to be generating income again, or regular income, like for the restaurants, instead of just relying on their carry-out business. They'll actually be able to have some kind of limited sit down. Also, there were a few stocks that got a very, very bullish rating by the analysts, Disney being one of those. We've been talking about Disney a lot lately. But what I need you to hang on to here is be patient. I think it's going to dip again. I think this is like in those movies where you have they're out in the ocean on their little boat, and it's in a nasty storm, and they're going up that big wave, and then all of a sudden you just see it whoosh. I think that's going to happen here. Or like a roller coaster, when you get to the top of that roller coaster right before it drops off. I think that's what's going on here. Once reality sets in, we see plans come out. And I know, I'm sorry, it's been more than 40 seconds. I appreciate you sticking with me, those of you that were just looking for that. But just be patient. Be careful what you buy, because it might have a better buy-in point later. I don't want you to miss out on an opportunity. I'm not telling you that. If the timing's right for you, get in. But I just really have a feeling from what I'm reading that it's good. We're going to have another dip. Maybe not as severe as it has been, but I think we're going to dip again. I do have quite a bit that I need to talk about. So I'm going to rush through this. I got some notes pinned up here I'm going to try to glance at as I hit stop signs and safe. I want to make sure I'm being safe, obviously. But that's it. If you got to get the heck out of here, get out of here. Just know that if you feel like you missed your opportunity for a buy-in point, I think you're going to have another one. If you're out there just buying things up like crazy, thinking this is the you want to make sure you don't miss out. Keep in mind, I think it's going to happen again. And then also, if you're sitting there bragging to your friends, telling them I told you so, the market's back, it's rebounded, keep in mind it might dip again, so you might have to eat some humble pie. Now, where we ended the week, what was last week? April 24th, Friday, the end of trading. We were at $158.46 in our Robinhood portfolio. Again, this is another one of our Robinhood portfolio updates. I think number 47. Sorry, drew a blank. I believe it is update number 47. We ended up down just shy of 1% for the week. We were up. What were we up for the day? We were up like 2 or 3% for the day. Ended up being about $2.30 that we were up, but for the week, we were still down a little bit there, less than 1%. So nothing too big, but we are making some comebacks. Already talked about how the week started. We talked about how the week ended. Now let's fill you in on what's happened since Wednesday. I did get into many plays here and there over the week. We'll start off with CBL and Associates. That is one that I bought kind of on a swing trade. I've talked about that quite a bit. I bought in at 26 cents a share. I ended up getting 2 shares. I bought that one. I had read an article about them, looking to make sure that they hadn't cut their dividend, and I missed the part where they did cut their dividend, so I had bought 2 shares at like 26 cents. Ended up, like I said, they didn't pay a dividend, so I was just using it as a swing trade. Well, it dropped quite a bit. It ended up dropping down to like 21 cents. It fluctuated between like 19 and 22. So I've just kind of been hanging on to that one, waiting to sell. Friday, it ended up going up to 27.5 cents. I went ahead and sold out there. I think it did peak at one point up into like that 28 range, but dropped right back down. I don't know if I would have been able to get anybody to bite on that one, but because it was kind of in flux. But we did end up a couple cents ahead on that one. Nothing big, but we got rid of it. We got out from underneath it. So we sold that. What else did we get into? CPSH. I've talked about that one before. I believe it's a pharmaceutical company. I've used that for swing trading in the past. I put in an order to buy 5 shares at 98 cents. And my order was partially filled. It was a limit order, or it might have been 99 cents. I put my limit order in. There were not enough shares available. It did dip down, so I ended up getting 3 out of 5 at an average of 98.5 cents. I do have a limit sell in on that one. I'm trying to sell those out at $1.03. That has not triggered yet. But that, again, is another swing trade. Get a few cents out of it. What else did we do? I did do a day trade. I haven't done a day trade in a long time. But I bought it at Facebook. It seemed like it was a good buy-in point. It looked like the way the charts were going, the way the news was going, that it was going to keep going up. So I bought into Facebook at, what was that, 183? Let me see if I can look at my notes safely here. I bought about $5 worth at $181.23. I sold out at $191, so I did make 28 cents off of that day trade. Just, again, looking to pick up some of those little losses that I've had the past few months, and it just kind of gives you a little bit of extra money to try to buy into some of these other positions. I bought another $2 of Realty Income, ticker symbol O. That's one I've been trying to increase. I'm up to 0.2 of a share now. I bought it at $49.60. JCPenney, that's one that I was swing trading, and it ended up dipping. I bought in at just shy of 25 cents. I got 3 shares at just shy of 25 cents, and then another 2 at 24 cents. So I do have my average down on, and that's what I'm trying to do, is average down. I'm at 28 cents now is my average cost for JCPenney. Or no, 29 cents as of that one. As of those trades. That put me at 29 cents average. So I'm hoping that that'll eventually peak back up. I want to say I've got like 30 shares now, 25 shares, somewhere in there of JCPenney. Just hoping that thing's going to pop back up there. So we did Facebook, we talked about CPSH, we talked about pennies, we talked about Realty Income. That is it. I do want to mention, I forgot to mention this before, there is one catch to the fractional shares. When you do a fractional share, like I did a day trade with Facebook a couple weeks ago, I did a swing trade with Starbucks. You actually have to kind of keep an eye on it, because if you only have a fraction of a share, they do not allow you to do a limit sell. They also don't let you do a limit buy. You're buying at market, which I don't like to buy or sell at market, because it can jump quite a bit in that little flux period there. So I prefer to do limit orders. I do not like to do market buys or market sells, but with the fractional shares, that is all Robinhood will allow you to do. So be careful with that. You do have to keep an eye on that and actually watch for your selling point. You can't just set a limit and forget about it and let the app do the work for you. So I want to end this on kind of a funny note. I'm not going to get into any specifics. I don't think there's anybody that I work with that actually watches my videos other than maybe one person in there, not somebody that's going to rat me out on this one or know who I'm talking about. But our new plant manager had sent out an email asking what it wasn't a rhetorical question. He was looking for an answer, but he was basically asking if I asked you what this term meant, what is your interpretation of it? And he took it further and said, with your understanding of this term, if I asked you to implement a plan to improve this term in our company, what would you say based on your knowledge of the term? And we had one person that had responded back, and thank goodness I was just tagged on the email. It wasn't replied at all, because they gave a literal definition. I mean, it's got like, it looked like copy and paste off a Google search for the definition of this word, because it had the little parentheses around some of the little words. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so that really made me chuckle, because I was kind of thinking about it like, oh, I'm pretty knowledgeable on that term, and you know, I know the literal definition I know of the word. And I know what he was looking for is like there were some requests made and wasn't quite up to par on the results, but that just kind of made me chuckle that this person had sent out the literal definition of the word. Another thing you'll notice probably by the angle, I'm not filming this one on my brand spanking new camera. This is still cell phone. Reason being, this move is really kicking my butt. We will be completely done, out of the old house, cleaned up, keys handed back into the new house. We'll be staying in the new house actually tonight, but everything will be completely done with the old house by Wednesday. But until then, man, it has been kicking my butt. I have not had a chance to set anything up on how I'm going to secure my camera in the car for when I do continue to make videos in the car. So that's why I'm doing this one on my cell phone. I did finish filming my video for my collab. I'm a little bit late on that. I apologize to those of you that are involved in that. I'm holding up the process, and I apologize. But that is done. I will be hopefully editing that tonight or first thing in the morning, so I can get that sent over so you guys, I'll share that when it's done. That's, like I said, like nothing that's ever been seen on my channel before. So that is it. I will see you all on Thursday. Hope you are all having a great trading week. Hopefully your portfolios are all up. I actually, even dipping into my cryptos, between my cryptos and my stocks, I only have two that are in the red right now. So that's a positive, and it's not much, and neither one of them are much in the red, a few cents, so that's a good thing. So thank you for tuning in. Again, if you haven't hit that like button, make sure you leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. If you get a chance, grab my last video. I will post my last video above here. I'll probably post it earlier in the video as well. I never got around to sharing that one on my socials. Again, was busy this weekend doing other things and all that, so with the move and all that, so views are kind of down on that one. But hey, if you don't mind, just throw that on in the background, man. I don't even care if you comment on it at this point. I just want to get some more views on it, so help a brother out. Until then, I will see you all Thursday. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week. Hope your trading goes well.